What's up everyone? Today I'm going to show you how to consistently kill Crota in 2 swords before the Ogre spawn. A few things you need to note. Crota only spawns the Ogres every time he moves back to the center platform or every 2 rotations. Now there's a few timing things with the sword that you need to know so we can manipulate this and kill him in 2 swords. Firstly, with the sword, it can only be out for a total of 45 seconds after the sword bearer dies. After 45 seconds it will disappear no matter what. But if you pick it up, you only have 30 seconds before it disappears, meaning there's a 15-second window in there that you can pick up the sword and use it, getting the full 30 seconds. If you pick it up after it's been on the ground for more than 15 seconds, you won't get the full 30 seconds. Also, as soon as the sword disappears, you have 25 seconds until another sword bearer spawns. Now you can use this knowledge to get another sword bearer to come out before Crota spawns the Ogres, and that's what we plan to show you in this video today. Showing you how my raid team beats it, and showing you the reason why we do everything we do. So first, you want everyone to come over here to the left side, and note that the fight does not start until you actually walk out of that door on either side. So I wait for my team to get over here. A lot of them are switching gear, switching weapons, so they can be ready for the fight. You're gonna want 2 people on boomer duty, 3 damaging Crota, and 1 sword bearer. If you watched my last video, you know that having a stopwatch is very helpful in keeping track of all the timed events that happen in this fight. So once everyone gets over here, you want 1 person to walk right out the door, and as soon as they do, start your timer. A minute from that moment is when Crota will make his first move over to the right. First, we have everyone on boomer duty to help the 2 guys that are actually on boomer duty out. Take them down a little bit, and then the 4 guys who are attacking Crota and the sword bearer go to the stairs, while the boomer duty guys stay back there and keep sniping the whole time. Once they get to the stairs, take out the thralls and curse thralls and all the ads. Avoid the gatekeeper and don't kill the sword bearer. You don't want to kill him too early because, as I said, the sword is on a timer and that will ruin your DPS. What you want to do is right at about 35 to 40 seconds is when I tell my team to kill him, because you want to pick up the sword right before a minute, and that means you don't want it on the ground before 45 seconds or you will lose out on some time with the sword. So right about 40 seconds I tell them to kill him. They drop them right about 48 to 50 seconds, which is perfect. I will pick up the sword right before a minute, and I will explain why right after we attack Crota. I personally still think invisibility is the best way to get the most consistent DPS on him, so I'm the blade dancer. I go invisible. Right as Crota's moving, I run up and get next to him. I like to go on the opposite side of the boomers from that side so they won't aggro you over there. And the best way I find to attack him is lead with R1 and do 4 R2 hits. Cancel the first R1 with an R2 to make it very quick. 1 R1 strike does 7,000, 1 R2 slam does 15,000. And if you do this twice in 1 sword, it makes the 2 extra R1 hits essentially 1 more R2 hit in damage wise. So it's, instead of doing 8 R2s, you essentially did 9 with minimal extra effort. After the attack, the sword bearer and the damage group will meet back in with the boomer duty guys just to be careful and to regroup to get ready for the next attack. And remember, we killed the sword bearer right before a minute, picked up the sword at a minute, attacked Crota until a minute and 30 seconds since the sword lasts for 30 seconds. Then another sword bearer will appear at 25 seconds after the sword disappears, meaning a minute and 55 seconds, which is about right now. There's a sword bearer. Crota moves in 5 seconds after that, like so, back to the middle at 2 minutes. If you kill the sword bearer too late, Crota will move back to the middle before another sword bearer comes out, and then you'll have Ogres. So if you stick to the timing, you can get 2 swords easily without having to worry about Ogres. My boomer group was slacking right there, but it's all good. They get the job done. So for this sword bearer, as soon as he comes out, you want to kill him as soon as possible, or really just before 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That way you get the full time with the sword, the full 30 seconds while Crota is still in the middle. So I grab the sword, use my privilege as a blade dancer and go invisible, and I jump up next to him and get ready for the attack. This first attack, I missed the R1. You can see an immune pop up, but I get all 4 R2 smashes in, and it doesn't really make a difference. I think you can miss 1, maybe 2, but it doesn't matter for us. On the second one, I hit the R1, as you can see the damage come up, and get all 4 R2s, and Crota is dead. Same combo, all 4 downs, very easy. This method is easily modifiable. Use whatever combo you're comfortable with, and if your group likes to attack Crota from the middle ledge at the very beginning, you can do that too, and then just make sure you kill Crota with the next sword while he's on the right or back in the middle. A few tips. My group likes to shoot at Crota with their primaries while he's on his knee. Might be a placebo effect, but to us it seems like he stays down longer or just never gets up earlier than he's supposed to and kills the sword bearer, allowing us to get the most damage. Speaking of damage, Grab an orb or two with the sword for your sword super and get in 6 hits. All you'll do is the same combo. Lead with R1, then do 4 R2s, then cancel the last R2 with your super. My R1 missed and I hit immune, but you can see right here at the end he still had a second left, where if I would have been a little more patient I could have hit that R1 and got all the hits in. That specific combo right there is the most damage I've ever done to him in one kneel. I hope you guys liked the video. Hit me up in the comment section if you have any questions or concerns. I hope you like the tips. Test them out for yourself, see if they work for you and your group, and if they do, please implement them and get those Crota kills and get that loot. I'm out.